Before we go outside, I want to show you a model of a flower. So flowers have four main parts. They have sepals, which are usually kind of green, and they are below where the petals come out. So this is a sepal. And then there are petals. You all know about petals. So this flower has three petals that are visible, and it looks like one has been removed from the front here. And then inside the petals would be the stamens. So this is a stamen here. It's got a filament, and then an anther that produces pollen. And then, these are the male reproductive organs of the flower. And then at the very center of the flower is typically one carpel. So this is the carpel, and you can see a pollen grain has landed here. And so the top of the carpel here is the stigma, where the pollen lands and sticks. And then there is a style. Sometimes it's a long stalk. This one doesn't have a very long stalk. And then all of this is the ovary. And inside the ovary would be where the egg is. So you can see this is an ovary, and this ovary just has one ovule, and inside the ovule is an egg. So right where my thumb is, that is the egg cell. So you can see this pollen grain has landed up here on the top, and the pollen grain germinates and begins to grow a tube that carries the sperm down to where the ovule is. And then this one is a little bit farther along if we just turn this around. And you can see this pollen grain has germinated, and it's growing this tube all the way down. And so you can see there's a nucleus inside there. And this tube is going to release the sperm nuclei so that one nucleus can fertilize the egg. So the egg and the sperm are going to unite, and that'll make a zygote that'll grow into an embryo. And a seed consists of this ovule. This wall of the ovule forms a hard seed coat, and inside you've got the fertilized embryo, or the fertilized egg will become a zygote, and then it'll grow into an embryo, and the seed is going to be an embryo inside the seed coat. So the ovule forms into a seed, and then the ovary will form into the fruit. So anytime you have a fruit that has a seed inside it, then you know it's a fruit and not a vegetable. So tomatoes are fruits because they have seeds. And so the seeds used to be the ovules of the tomato, and the tomato is the fruit.